Alright, this video is for people who are Asian American, who are struggling out there to make friends. You have a lot of acquaintances but not many friends, and you want to reach financial independence but you aren't. This video is for you, or if you're someone like that. And I'm making this video because there's actually quite a few of you who have reached out with these issues. You really relate to me because I am you in that sense. You know, I have all the stereotypical experiences and issues with growing up Asian American and the same struggles and goals in a lot of ways. So in this video, I really kind of wanted to do my thoughts on this and give you my advice in 10 minutes or less, because no one has time for a 30-minute video. I could talk about this for an hour, but in 10 minutes or less, give you my tips on how you can improve. There's certain issues that I've seen as a pattern when I've reached out and talked to these people on the phone, via FaceTime, and in person, and really tried to help these people out. And one of these patterns, I think, and I can't help everyone because some of you guys are just so, like, you're stuck in such a rut that it's really tough for me to help, but I'll try my best. Some of you can be helped, and I think the first big thing that you really got to start changing is this whole idea of productivity, because a lot of you, and I've definitely faced this myself, a lot of you will not do anything social or anything that is even closely seemingly a waste of your time because it's not productive. I was just like this. I remember fighting with my own dad because I didn't want to spend an hour or 2 hours spending family time with him because I could have spent that time studying. Ridiculous, but it was something at the moment, at the time, I honored, I respected, because it showed, or at least I thought it did, it showed that I was this super productive guy who was willing to work harder than anyone else. But here's the issue. When you look at life goals, when you really look back on your life, when you're about to die, chances are you will have more goals than earning a certain amount of money or being as productive as possible. There are plenty of people, plenty of stories online of people who are super rich, who are super productive, but they neglected their family and regretted it. They neglected their health and regretted it. They didn't have any friends, and the only people who showed up in their funeral were people who wanted their money, and they hated it. There's more important things than money, and money can still be one of your goals. Status or a certain job title, sure, you can still have that, but why? You have the abundance in this era to have more than one goal. How about being financially independent while still having free time to invest in your health, for, you know, friendships, or just having enough money so that you can waste time and not have all this guilt about you. So I think that's a huge issue. And the real solution is to really understand that it's okay to have some time to relax. It's okay to sit back and enjoy your life, because what's the point of having all this money if you're not going to spend it in ways that you're going to enjoy your life? And realizing that there's more to life than just making money. And finally, and here's the big thing, acknowledging that in terms of investing in your goals, some of these things that you have deemed unproductive, like going to social events, maybe it's an improv class, maybe it's a local t-ball league or cornhole league. These are all things I've done. Or, you know, whatever it is, a networking event, realizing and understanding that these are not unproductive, that these are moments to engage in your social and emotional intelligence, which are critical to succeeding on the highest of levels and making a lot of money and achieving financial independence. And that brings us to the second big point that I see that a lot of these Asian American kids struggle with. You know, you're a young professional and you're not making much money yet, but you want to. You have all these ambitions and goals, but you have a very rigid idea about what it takes to be successful. And I don't blame you. I'm with you on that. I used to believe this for many years as well, until just a few years ago. Most of civilization did. You see, for many centuries, people thought that IQ was the main thing or the only thing that led to success in your life. And that's how they measured students. They took IQ tests and they pegged these people up. But that myth was completely debunked a few decades ago with a lot of scientific studies. You know, they did these cross-longitudinal studies tracking thousands of the smartest, highest IQ people. And a surprisingly large amount of them ended up not successful in the eyes of society. We're talking garbage collectors. Like, what happened here? And they did all these studies. I mean, there's all this new data now and new books on this. There's Emotional Intelligence by Dan Goleman, Emotional Intelligence 2.0 by Travis Bradbury, I think his last name is. Then Brendon Burchard's written about this. He has a new book called High Performance Habits. I did a video on that. The point is, there's a lot of other factors related to life success beyond just IQ. In terms of earning more money, there's a lot more factors. Persistence, consistency, all these other things involved in success, social and emotional intelligence. And quite frankly, these are the things that our Asian American parents neglected. Now, they had good intentions, but plenty of people have good intentions, but they don't follow through. They execute and they give us the wrong strategies for succeeding. And unfortunately, they failed us in a sense because their focus, obviously, if you've ever been an Asian American kid, you know this, they focus extensively on IQ, pure IQ. They locked their kids away from social events, from social experiences. And guess what happened? Guess what happened? You end up almost with like a slight Asperger's. You have low social skills, social intelligence, because you've had less social experiences in your lifetime. You have less moments where you were able to test out different skill sets and really learn how other people relate, how to sympathize with other people, how others experience pain and suffering, and really relate and understand how they perceive you. So instead, you're completely blind, almost to a level maybe of someone who's sociopathic maybe, where it's really tough for you to kind of understand how other people feel and relate to them and empathize so that you can be kind and caring and help these other people. All traits that are, surprise, surprise, really important in managing other people, managing a company, leading a group of people, all traits that are related to making a lot of money. So in effect, what I'm saying is that you have to start investing in improving your social and emotional intelligence. You have to start going out there. And rather than locking yourself away in rooms, because there's plenty of people who do that nowadays with, addictive YouTube videos and video games, you have to start working on improving your life by getting out there and working on improving your social situations by taking baby steps and going to less risk, low intimidating events and working on your social skills. So it would be ridiculous for you to start by going to the most intimidating event. I highly recommend that you do not go to something really hard like a networking event or a bar or a nightclub to try and socialize. If you're really starting off, you want to start off by baby steps. Go to some social events that are friendly, that are amazing. You may even be able to stay at these events because they may get you all you need. Maybe this is a Toastmasters event, or it's something like a CrossFit class, or a Krav Maga class, or a Jiu-Jitsu class, or a improv class, or stand-up comedy class. There are plenty of low-key events, maybe a volunteering group, a volunteering event. I've tried out some of these, and they're low-key, less stress events where some of these people will be so warm and kind that they will talk to you first, and you will get a sense of how to improve. So I'm hitting 10 minutes here. Really hope this video helped. Really hope this video spoke to you, because I know how it is. I'm moving in that right direction, and I hope this will help you move towards your goals too. Signing off. See you later. Hit that subscribe button.